Hey there, Snicker Snacks. Welcome back to Vorpal Tales Presents Awesome Adventures. As always, I am your host, still thinking of the perfect Wednesday food, Space Lord Pajamas. We are Vorpal Tales, and we play a wide god damn it, a wide array of games. Why do I mess that up? I say that every week. I mess it up. I'm going to change that. A wide arrangements? A wide,
A large
Variety.
variety.
a wide
We run the
variety.
gamut.
We run the gamut. You know what? I like that. Okay, we are Purple Tales, and we run the gamut.
Live editing your script.
Yeah, I am, because nobody's here right now. Jane's doing crazy shit. And yeah, so I'm live editing. You know what?
Jane's getting her World War II era apartment to get its Wi-Fi working. It is from World War II. That's when her apartment was built.
Nice. So come on, just control Z. All right. I need a wide.
Jay needs to be let into the Zoom.
We run one thing at a time. So. We run the gamut of.
This has become a clusterfuck very quickly.
No, it's fine. It's totally fine. So we are Vorpal Tales, and we run the gamut of games 7 days a week. I like that. Nice, Dad. You can have an extra point. Which fall into two categories: awesome adventures and terrifying tales. Please be sure to check out the calendar at vorpaltales.com to stay up to date with all of our shows. For those of you following along at home tonight's awesome adventure is Four Swords in the North. Hopefully, assuming nothing else goes wrong. Using Free League's new edition of The One Ring. Check out all of our other games, I can't fucking read tonight. Check out all of our other awesome systems. Check out all their other systems that we play here at Vorpal Tales at freeleaguepublishing.com. You know what I think it is? I'm just ready for a holiday. That's
Yep.
Okay. Remember to follow Vorpal Tales on Twitch. That's really important. And visit our website for the link to join our Discord. We're on most social medias, including YouTube at Vorpal Tales. Remember to follow, subscribe, and hit that bell to get all the updates. Vorpal Tales is also on Drive-Thru RPG. Check out some of our Vorpally supplements that include characters, monsters, and scenarios made for many of the games that we play weekly. Most importantly, cannot stress that enough. Most importantly, subscribe to our Patreon at patreon.com/VorpalTales. Let's introduce our intrepid adventurers: Jane, Harry, JT, Silky, Ben, and Jared. How you doing, Ops and Sauces? Tell us who you are and what you'll be playing tonight as I fix cams.
Hi, Jane hasn't joined yet, so it looks like I'm in charge. Hi, this is Harry. I play Groin the Dwarf, and yeah, I'm excited to continue looking for a bigger hog.
Hey, can people not hear me?
We can
I
hear you
can see you
now.
now.
Okay. That's odd. Hi, I'm Jane. I'm experiencing a lot of technology problems. I will be playing Nene, your little goblin archer elf, and I was hoping that maybe I could use my iPhone as a camera, but I guess I'm not that technologically gifted to figure that out.
Download Epic Cam, spelled EPOCH. You can do that.
Hey folks, I'm JT. You can find me around the internet at Zensomancer. Tonight I'm playing the Ranger Syrian.
Hi, I'm Ben Big Dead Walker, and I'm now in the right place. I am no longer Jane.
Nailed it.
And I am playing the Hobbit Hamson.
Excellent. Is that everyone? Jared, did you go?
No.
Jared.
Not yet. Anyways, don't mind me stuffing my face. I know it looks bad. Anyways, my name is Jared. I'll be playing Caterham today. He's a very silent but deadly. He gets crits for days.
All right. Thanks, everyone. This episode is brought to you by Trash Panda IPA. 2 out of 3 hobbits prefer it to Sharky's End. It comes in quarts. Trash Panda IPA. Ask for it at your nearest prancing pony. Additionally, Vorpal Tales has some great sponsors we'd love to tell you about. First is QUEmpire.com, a small company making original dice and products for your favorite RPGs and card games. Dungeon Crate is the original RPG loot box, delivering tabletop gear like dice, minis, and terrain, plus original adventures to your castle doors each month. I never liked the way that was worded either, but that's okay. Become a member and get your crate today. Use code VorpalTalesDC, all caps, at checkout to get $5 off a new subscription. God, this script sucks. Next is, and I wrote it, and I read it every week, and it still sucks. Next is Hit Point Press, known for the various reference cards, but also for creating the Humblewood and Hecknick campaign settings. Finally is Jim Hammer & Sons, an RPG supplement store that does everything from Decks of Wonder to Decks of Illusion to dice. Visit VorpalTales.com, click on our affiliate link, and anything you purchase, a portion of it will benefit the show. So, with the introductions out of the way, we can get to why everyone is here. What food perfectly represents Wednesday?
What kind of question is that?
What food?
Okay,
perfectly-
okay. I need to start with this one.
I'm hostile.
I don't know
with this
why I went here,
Huh?
but I went to Wednesday Adam's Blood.
I was
That's
gonna
food to
say
you?
spaghetti and meatballs.
Mm-mm.
Okay,
not a bad
spaghetti and
answer.
meatballs. That's an interesting. Why?
My answer is because, you know, like come Wednesday, you're either like too tired to do something nicer for yourself, or you're seeking comfort, and so you make spaghetti and meatballs.
I would say
In my
pierogies
case-
because I make pierogies for Jane for lunch on Wednesdays.
Like every day,
Yeah.
every Wednesday?
Not like
Not
every
every
Wednesday, but most
Wednesday.
Wednesdays.
All right,
because,
but you
know,
just
it's
led us to
stressful.
believe that you make them every Wednesday, and that was like a tradition for you, and like forming the basis of your relationship, so that when you're like 80 and rotting in the ground, like you'd be like, "You've made pierogies for me for like, 1,000 years," and
I
Really
feel like
appreciate
one of
that.
them's going to stab the other one before 80 years have passed.
Bold to say.
over
First of all, bold
anime.
to say we'll be in the ground when we're 80. Jaden's Vietnamese, and the youngest anyone in my family's died was like 93.
Okay, well, I mean,
Wait, what is JP?
Vietnamese live for
forever.
a long time. You know, as long as we're not being shot by some GI or being
The
chemically
Chinese,
oranged or being napalmed, we live for a long time. And even with those things, we live for a long time.
Nice.
The
The
advantages of being Asian.
Philly cheesesteak flatbread was the best Wednesday.
Philly
I'll cut you.
cheesesteak.
It's just called a cheesesteak.
But that you just said that is the best Wednesday food,
And you
not
put it
that
on a
that
roll.
is the best food to represent Wednesdays.
It's pretty bomb.
Love the
Okay,
vibe of
so
this
we got spaghetti meatballs. We got pierogies.
I'm
And-
currently eating ice cream cake. Does that count?
Wait, what? Really?
It's not. I was about to say it's not Wednesdays.
It is
But I
Wednesday.
I don't think you can have ice cream cake so commonly.
I don't even
Like ice
cake is
cream?
normal cake is better than ice cream cake.
What about mac and cheese? Because I had mac and cheese from like
Oh,
a
I
place
love-
that only does mac and cheese, except it was
Mhm.
like mac and cheese with
Harry
tomato
doesn't
sauce.
like mac and cheese, so I
Except if my
pepperoni.
mom makes
Hold
it,
on.
and I love
Because
that.
Back up.
Harry
I
has
can't
the
make
blood
him
of a
mac and
coward.
cheese.
I was just about to.
I love mac and cheese.
JT,
If my
I'm
mom
with you on
makes
mac
it-
and cheese, but
Harry,
back up.
you won't eat every kind of mac and
Oh,
cheese.
hold
That's
on.
true.
The only
picky.
kind of mac and cheese that it should exist or ever exists is, well, actually two kinds. The mac and cheese from Boston Market, because that stuff is fucking amazing. And the mac and cheese from Kraft, the neon orange shit. Like, you can have your shells and your gooey, whatever. No, the neon powdered stuff is mac
Thank
and
you.
cheese.
Thank you,
Great.
Sean. Craft dinner
Yeah.
all the way,
Right?
every day.
Yeah.
Like I tried. We DoorDash this
put
Lorraine's
peas
mac
in it.
and Shack or
Put
whatever
green
today.
peas in it. It
Kraft.
with green
All
peas, it
day.
tastes really good. Green peas make it taste really good. It adds that nice little pop of freshness.
Jane,
I do that shit homemade,
Jane, I
man.
used to like you, and then you said green peas in anything, and then
What the
Wait,
fuck's wrong
you-
with green? Have you?
Yeah, what's
hold
wrong
the
with
phone, buddy?
what's wrong with green peas, huh? Do you
And
know?
macaroni and cheese, that's gross.
No,
Thank
it's
you.
great. Shut
We're not
up.
talking about canned peas. We're talking about real
Not even
fresh
like
green
macaroni and
peas,
cheese
right?
at that
Real
point. It's
fresh
some
green
sort of
peas.
casserole.
right,
It's
like,
delicious. You cook it
as soon
right.
as you add peas to anything, it's a fucking casserole, and it's gross because casserole.
We haven't even
gross.
started. We haven't even started yet. And J3 billion did summon the elder gods.
All right. Well,
You summoned the Elder Gods by having us fight about mac and cheese.
man, that's gonna be rough for you guys.
What,
You
we gotta
think?
fight
No,
Smaug?
we'll just crit it. We'll just crit it. And
We'll just
yeah,
crit.
We're gonna
We're real
die.
good at
We're
that.
gonna die.
Hold on, I gotta edit something here real quick.
I don't-
J 3 billion and a half. Give me a low number, like a single digit number. That's not a low. Big Dad, shut up. 5. Okay.
We're
Cool.
gonna fight 5 trolls.
Or 5 might.
5
something
dragons.
we're about to fight.
Okay. Cool. Let's do that. There's
I'm glad you didn't
that.
say 9.
and
5 armies of orcs.
The Battle of the 5 Armies. We fight all 5 armies.
There
All
you
right.
go.
So, J3 billion, you will see the fruits of your expenditure here once we stop talking about food.
Luckily, I'm the Hobbit. I'll get
let's
knocked
never
out
stop
early.
talking
Skip the
about
battle.
food then. All right, so if you think everything that has green peas in it is a
Someone
casserole,
fucking
and also what
mute
kind of
Jane
casserole
before we never play this game.
I
have
mean-
you eaten? I want to. What do you think of split pea soup?
Jane, you don't have a face. Be quiet.
What the fuck? That's so fucked up. You don't have a face. You don't get to
He
talk.
doesn't have a camera.
People with
We've
faith.
been
I'm
through
not gonna
this.
get- I'm
People.
not gonna get talked down to by a ghost. Okay.
Authentic.
Split pea soup. I don't think I've ever actually had that.
Oh my god.
Jane makes a delicious split pea pudding.
It looks like
Shut up,
vomit, but
Harry.
it tastes really good.
Okay.
Yeah,
well,
Jane makes
I'm
split pea
for
soup
it.
that's so thick it's like Jello. Not
mean-
Jello, it's like pudding. Really,
It's
it's
just
good though. It's fucking delicious.
when you're a kid and you live through the 80s, there's a lot of casseroles that come across your table, and
I've never had a casserole.
well, see,
Yeah,
you're not a
wait.
kid from the 80s. Like,
That's true. I'm a kid from the 2010s. Like,
yeah,
Right,
there
a
I
was
thought
Zoomer.
you. I thought you didn't like casserole. No,
I've
it's
never
something-
had
it's
casserole.
quiche. It's
Oh,
quiche that
okay.
you don't like.
yeah.
I
So
Hate
never
to be
had
the
good
bearer
one.
of bad news, but it is 8:30.
okay,
let's play.
whatever. We're talking about food, man. I was okay. Fine. You know what, JT? You want to be a
Fine,
sport?
we'll
Sport.
play the game.
Fine.
If you
Let's
if
play
we
the
have
fucking
to.
game that everybody showed up here for tonight. Jesus, God. Tonight we continue our awesome adventure, The One Ring, published by Free League Publishing. So last week, because we can't talk about food anymore. Last week,
We could cook a hobbit.
I mean,
We could-
maybe that might happen. We'll see.
Wait,
So,
we could kick a hobbit.
Cook.
Cook.
Cook, kick, both are valid.
Could kick him, then cook him, or cook him, then kick him.
Yeah, well, you kick him to tenderize him, and then you cook him. So
Yeah.
yeah. So last week, our intrepid adventurers, our fellowship, managed to find the first sword, which then glowed like a black light, showing the black blood of the wretched thing on the ground, which slowed their travels a little bit. But they continued on, having met one of Nenene's dads, who are henchmen of the dads. That's actually kind of a cool henchman of the dads. Anyway, I had a quick parlay, which then he left with some threatening words. And then they continued on, journeying even more, but were waylaid by wargs and defeated them using the power of trees. And from there, they wandered even more to some old ruins that were infested by orcs. And that's where we left off last time. And that number of orcs has increased significantly thanks to J3 billion. So,
You fuck. We love
Oh
you, Jay.
god.
so yes, you are at the foot of a tall hill with some ruins and the ruins of an old fortress or walled city or something along those lines. Just one of those ancient ruins you come across while you wander around Middle Earth. And there's black cloth banners with like white writing on them, smeared blood, things like that, just indicating the eye of Sauron and the legion of orcs that reside here. What do you do?
We need to tread carefully, or at least quickly.
As the scholar among you, have you all heard the story of the venerable Leroy Jenkins?
He was my cousin.
Who's Leroy?
Jane doesn't know what Oh my God, Jane.
No, leave Jane alone. She's had it rough tonight.
That tracks.
I love you, Jane.
I'd be more surprised if she knew what Leroy Jenkins was.
Yeah, that means
You know what?
probably
I'm glad
past
that
its
you
time.
don't. I'm glad that you don't know who Leroy Jenkins is.
Yeah.
It was a bit character in the
Not
movie
past her
Year
time. It
Zero.
wasn't past my time. She's like 8 months younger than me.
Did we lose Jane? I think we're
A
losing.
long,
Harry,
drawn-out
yeah,
digital shriek.
Harry, Richard, what do you?
I mean, that's just how ghosts talk, right? Whoa,
I'm going to tickle you, Harry.
Oh, whoa. Cool. So, yeah, you're at these ruins. It's sort of trees have grown up around it. You kind of see the waste of the orcs around it, and Jane, Ghost, are you
Jane.
there?
I sense a spirit. I think it's trying to talk to us from the other side.
Cool.
Huh.
I think we might have lost Jane. That sucks.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Ooh, no, not. Oh, I think Jane's getting murdered. Holy shit! What? Sounds
Oh, there
terrible.
goes your overlay.
Oh, there it goes. Okay. We'll wait for
We're
Jane.
doing it live. It's you know what? It's the Wednesday before Thanksgiving.
Right. It's a thing. So cool. Yeah. You're at these ruins. What do you do? What you want to do? How do you plan? Do you plan?
I want to explore. Just kidding. We gotta have a plan, guys.
We need to keep our
Exploring,
head
huh?
down and get through here as fast as possible. Well, the longer we stay in here, the greater our chances of being discovered and killed are.
Oh, well,
Ah.
that's the thing is this is where the trail ends.
Fuck.
For the blood,
I guess
the
you're
blood
right.
ends.
Yeah.
We do have to explore.
You see it goes up in there.
So who's good at exploring?
I'm pretty good at fucking exploring.
I have 2 points and it's favored.
If my thing will allow me to speak, I'm good at it.
Okay. One of you can be the main roller, the other can assist. So,
Are you favored, Jane?
need
I assume she'll get that message in about 30 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
She's
Give them a
communicating
look.
to us from Mars. You know, it's 30 seconds either way. That's
She Matt Damon now?
the speed
All
of
right,
light.
I'm gonna go ahead and roll Explorer.
Janeman.
Okay.
Matt James.
Hello.
Matt Damon.
Harry,
Yes.
Harry, I'm gonna kill you.
Are you?
Ah!
You're not even 100 pounds.
I mean, that's never really stopped anyone, to be honest.
It'll stop Jane.
What did you?
Jane, please help me out. Oh, I roll an extra dice if she's helping.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
we'll say that Jane is helping. So Nene is helping
Yes.
you explore.
Okay, I rolled a 14, including one Tengwar.
Okay. Oh, nice. Okay. So you, as the ranger, and kind of Nene guiding with you, you are able to get up close and kind of spot things around. You see a couple of. There is definitely a main entrance where they're marching in and out, where they've set up a guard. There are archers up on the battlements that seem to be lazily standing their post because who the hell is actually going to find them way out here? This seems to be more or less, from what you can gather, like just their hangout spot as they go and raid different areas around. And you do find a couple of breaks in the wall that you could slip in if you were going to try to do this sneakily. but you can hear several orcs, almost at like an orc, just a cacophony of orc voices, barking orders at each other. They're one's trying to order another around. He's like, "You can't order me around. I'm the boss too." There's a lot of that type of talk, and just a lot of the other orcs just sort of jeering and cheering them on into their. They seem really bored.
Hamson, my friend, my hobbit. Come here.
Okay.
So, you know how you did that thing with the trolls back there?
Yes.
I'm wondering if you could also roll several crits while convincing these orcs to fight each other.
You just want me to put a gun to my head? Just pull the trigger.
By
Just shoot
convincing
me right now.
these orcs to fight each other.
I don't even know what skill that would be.
I'm sure
Persuade
that's
or courtesy.
I would
Courtesy.
say that
Pretend to be an orc. There's precedent.
maybe riddle or persuade might work.
Riddle, now we're talking my language.
Yeah, you could maybe confuse them, but from Syrian's report, there are a lot of orcs inside of there. More than you feel like there should be. Almost as if the powers that be are not in your favor at the moment.
Does anyone have 10,000 points to banish?
No, but I'm gonna log on to the stream so I can up my points.
No,
We're not allowed to spend
you're
points
not
on our
allowed
own
to spend
games.
points if you're playing
That has been a
games.
very
Oh, I
clear
hate
rule.
that.
Yeah.
I've been
For
saving
cast
up
members.
points to buy a Harry Chooses Violence.
You can do that in other games. You can't do that in games where you're playing.
Yes.
Why would he choose Harry chooses violence in other games?
Then it would carry over to the next
Yeah, he
game
did.
that he's in? I don't know.
But that counts as him choosing.
It'd be a waste of points. He needs to use something else when he's watching other games.
Harry chooses violence has been redeemed by Spank My Betty.
Okay.
Here we go.
Thank my Betty, I could kiss you. Let's go and here's okay. I gotta choose violence. So let's do this. Let's try to draw out an orcish sentry so that we can ambush him and take his armor and put it on the fucking hobbit.
Okay.
I am 3 feet tall.
They are very dumb.
I am. Why would we put it on the pig?
It worked on fucking. Actually, the pig would be a
The
way
pig
more
smells
convincing orc.
right.
It worked with,
Lipstick
Frodo
on a
and-
pig.
It worked with
Just on a pig.
you worked with you know.
Yeah, so if you want to try to draw out one of the sentries, sure. How are you going to manage
Yeah.
that?
Let's see. Character sheet is on my other monitor. It's like, where did it go? Let's try. I'm not very good at stealth or anything like that. So
Are there any rules for knocking someone out before we commit to this plan?
could I try to riddle to lure him out? Be like,
What about song?
fiddly dee, fiddly do. I'm gonna fucking kill you.
I'm gonna fucking kill
That's a song.
Yeah. What do you get when you cross my axe with the back of your skull? That's the riddle.
You could try awe.
Okay, I'm actually not bad at that. I'm favored at all.
Okay. Now, are you just gonna ride up there with your pig and be like, "What's up?" Or are you gonna like?
I'm gonna make them like I'm gonna be like shadows in the jungle. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be like one of them's gonna be at the post. And I'm gonna be something like a bush is gonna rustle. Be like, what's that? Then a bush is gonna rustle somewhere else, and he's gonna hear like a subtle oinking until he eventually is like, I need to go check this out.
Okay.
And then he goes and I give him a nice little bonk.
I'm gonna support this plan. So let's see if you can use awe to get their attention with bush rustling and mild oinking.
Before he
And
does
so
this, I
what
want
does
to
favored
hide.
do again? Does favored allows you to re-roll the
You get a
12?
second D12 and you choose the highest.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Before you roll, Harry,
yes.
Mhm.
I would like to hide
Okay. Hampson will say that you're in a position
Thank
to easily
fuck
hide.
for favored because I rolled I rolled an 11 there.
Ooh.
But then because of favored, I got something else. I got something not great, but I got a 6. So I'm gonna go with that one, and that would bring my roll up to that would be 11 plus up to 17. So that would beat my fucking score.
Okay. So you wait, you beat you have to beat it. Okay, target number. So you been playing too many different games. You get up there, there are some bushes. The front gate is just mangled and worn. You can kind of see the sort of rusted away, what is it, the palisade or whatever. And then like the old broken arch, and the walls don't complete, so there's like old boards and things like that going around the top of the stone walls. But there's these 2 orc guards, look bored as hell. They're leaning on wooden spears that they've carved out themselves, definitely, and put like some old like ratted feathers and tears of cloth on just to decorate them and make them look as what they think is badass. So you go up there. Do you take Hog with you, or is it just
I'm
you?
on the hog.
You're on the Hog. And you're gonna hide in a bush on the Hog.
Behind a big tree. Or
Behind a
a
big
bush.
tree. Behind a big bush.
Or me and the hog can work together. Like we're a team. He can go over there and make a noise, and I can make a noise somewhere else.
Okay, fair enough. So you go over and you rustle a bush, and it doesn't quite get their attention. But then you're just like, oink, 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 oink. And then that kind of like peaks them up, and they're just like, eh. And you can hear one of their stomachs grumbling as they haven't had any good meat in a while. And then you hear Hog off on the other side actually making like hoggish grunting noises, and that gets their attention. And the one who seems to sort of bully the other is just like, you go look. So he ventures out, and he's wandering up in the bushes, kind of poking a stick into the bushes and around the trees, and he's just looking for this morsel that he thinks is out there. So you've got his attention.
I'm gonna ring this fucker's bell.
Okay.
Let's see. I'm gonna have to like jump to hit his head though. I'm short.
So we'll say, roll your battle.
Battle.
It's under heart.
Fuck is. Oh boy, that's not great. Does not beat my target number.
Oh boy.
Does not be your target number.
Nope, I rolled a 9. I needed a 15. I am not a master of stealth tactics. I am built like a cannonball.
So
For good reason.
he comes wandering up, you're making the little grunting sounds and you're rattling the bush, and he kind of picks his head into the bush, and he sees you see him, and you go to like try to slam his head with your axe, and he jerks back real quickly. And you miss. He calls back to his friends like, "There's wolves in the bushes. Pig dwarves." Don't know. The other one's like, "What?" And he comes running up with the spear, and they're both just poking at the bushes as they don't want to stick their heads in and get their heads lopped off by bush dwarves. So, what do you do now?
Well, now I can. You know what we do now? We fade into the jungle, not jungle. We fade into the forest. And we do it again the next night until they develop like a paranoia that there's bush dwarves everywhere. We're playing fucking psychological games, baby.
Okay. So
We have enough rations for this.
yeah, I mean you should be fine.
If we just spend like 2 months fucking with these orcs.
Oh, what just happened? So yeah. What did just happen? Did we lose?
I think Jane turned her camera
Oh,
on.
Jane turned
So I
camera
messed up.
on. Okay, got it.
I messed up this overlay.
Got it. Cool.
She just turned it off, so now it's
No,
wait.
it's fine. You can leave it on. So
Wait, is the camera showing up? Because like I'm trying to do technology stuff and
I see
I
three
s-
dots vaguely wiggling.
oh yeah, it's like, what is that? That's
That's
weird.
Epic
Hey.
Cam, I think, being weird.
Oh, okay.
yeah, maybe if I choose a virtual background.
Okay. So
Jane's hiding in the jungle.
right.
Jane, you're not helping stereo.
Contact!
This is what you get. This is what you get. I try.
Someone
with
start playing
technology.
Fortunate Son.
So you
I-
all are trying to
None of our cameras are on now.
I know.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Not your fault, Jane. It's okay.
Yeah, don't worry
Mhm.
about that's my I'm doing 3 things at once. Okay. So, why can't groin? I couldn't remember your fucking name. It's that COVID fog.
No,
So
it's the fact that you're LMing and producing at the same time. It's fog.
yeah, and trying to order dinner. So Groin comes back and tells of his exploits in the bush, and suggests that you guys fuck with these orcs, for another night. How does everybody feel about this?
I'm all for it.
That sounds good.
Okay,
Do we have enough supplies to make a Molotov
So you
cocktail?
just got to make.
Jane.
No, you've asked this before.
I know, but like we're in downtime now. Are you telling me that the dwarf
Jane,
the
synthetic
Hobbit
oils
doesn't-
haven't been invented yet.
I thought you could do
I don't
it
know
with
about that.
alcohol. I
In
thought
The Hobbit,
alcohol
they
was
talk
Alcohol
about
burns too
vodka.
quickly.
So who knows what technology they have?
You
Yeah, Harry, you're a dwarf. Are you telling me that dwarves haven't done cool stuff
We
in
invented
Tolkien's
guns before
world?
we invented synthetic oil.
Well, what about just regular oil?
Like
Yeah.
whale oil or like
Yeah,
olive
Whatever
oil, the stuff that
Saruman
you've used
using all his
previously.
machinery.
you would have some lamp oil or something like that, or
We
some
can set fire to one of their tents.
fairly strong alcohol, let's say.
Lamp oil was primarily, at least it depends on the time period and the location. but
Harry,
a lot of the time it's
fucking
olive
Middle
oil.
Earth. Don't worry about what's in Middle Earth.
Sorry,
it's a fantasy
I'm
world.
literally an historian. Like this
Well,
is
it's a good thing. This is Middle Earth.
Right, not real Earth.
I can't help it. I can't help but think
Tell me,
about
where in history did elves exist?
Right?
Don't say
the
ice.
North Pole present day.
All right. These cams are all jacked. Okay, cool.
I'm so sorry.
No,
Full stream is so scuffed. I love it.
OBS just decided to be like, nope, not gonna work at all. So, cool. So you spend the night away from the ruins, with the plan to screw with them in the middle of the night. What is going to be your next sort of ghostly affair with these orcs? What's your plan? What are you going to do?
I want to set one of their tents on fire.
Set their food stocks on fire.
Yeah, you know what? That's probably a smarter idea.
What if we poison their food stocks?
That's
Ooh.
a better idea.
That's a better idea. I mean,
how can with 6 people can we lay siege? Are they dumb enough to let that happen? And
This has
then
happened
we'll
in
just-
history.
we'll just
several
starve them
times.
out.
What do you like the Monty
you know about
Python
that
Surgeon
time-
Bunny?
Do you know the story? There was a Canadian soldier commando who basically did that. Like he captured an entire fucking town by himself by just scaring the Germans.
By just scaring the Germans.
by just scaring the Germans.
I'm not joking. His name was Leo Major. And the capturing the town by himself was not the craziest thing he ever did.
So I will say that orcs are dumb, but they are not that dumb. They would just, if they saw that they had greater numbers than their siege in quotes, they would just come out and try to take you. So
All right, so we make a bunch of scarecrows.
I will leave.
We get them to meet with 3 witches in a cave and tell them that,
And then we
that they
sing
can
to them
only
more.
fall when the woods march to their gate. And then we dress up like the woods.
This seems like a really long-winded plan. Where you got to get 3 crones, a cave, and
There's more than 3 of us. We can be the crones.
you know what? You talk this out while I fix cams,
All right.
and then when I'm done, you tell me what your plan is.
All right, which one of us is Sarah Jessica Parker in this scenario?
Sarah Jessica Parker in a remake of Macbeth?
I was making a hocus pocus joke.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah, I got it.
Harry,
Thank you,
You
Jay.
good?
I was making a Macbeth reference with the woods of Dunsinane.
Right.
We
and-
know.
we took that with Hocus Pocus.
Hocus Pocus.
So
I've never seen Hocus Pocus.
you kids just.
Wow, the film snob has never seen.
I know, right? The
I'm
film snob
sorry.
hasn't
Oh
fucking
yeah,
seen
you know,
Hocus
you're right.
Pocus.
Hocus
I'm Harry.
Pocus is
I
up there
hate
with the
Halloween.
Godfather in must-see films. You're right.
It kind of is though.
Yeah, honestly, like I'm
Okay,
gonna
it's on my
make a
list
bold
now.
statement. Godfather, garbage. Hocus Pocus, better than the
Whoa.
Godfather.
Whoa,
Yep.
whoa, whoa, whoa,
Whoa.
Yep.
whoa.
Yep.
We're
I'm
about to
saying
ruffle
Hocus
some
Pocus
feathers, man.
is
Yep.
more culturally relevant than The Godfather, but better.
Yeah. Nope.
I'm having flashbacks to film undergrad, and I'm not enjoying it.
I mean, for me, like I probably wouldn't fall asleep during Hocus Pocus.
You wouldn't
So
fall asleep
general.
during the God.
Shots
Did you
fired.
wait? Did I show you the Godfather?
I fell asleep during The Godfather because you insisted at watching it at 2
Because
in
we had
the
to. I had
morning.
to watch it for a class, and I figured I'd make you watch it.
So,
You
Um,
at 2 in the morning, Harry.
Harry and Jane. Not
Yes.
talking about the Godfather. We're talking
Correct.
about.
I'm sorry.
So, what is your plan?
Well, I'm not the oldest out of us, so I can't be one of your old crowns. And
I
the
don't-
Nene is gonna like stick out her tongue.
I
Like,
propose that as a joke.
That
I
is-
think
You're
what
the
we should
only.
really-
So as the only elf in our company, you're probably the oldest person here.
Yeah,
actually.
by-
I'm only 67.
Well, you're older than I am.
You're older than a hobbit.
Wait,
You're
no,
the
hold
oldest
on.
person here by a long shot.
Hold on, no, never mind. Because I just realized that her dads would not be able to work for that long. So scratch that.
Your
She's
dads are like
probably-
100 years old.
Hey, maybe
Yeah,
they're
I
all,
know.
half elven blood. You don't know.
I mean, they're all
They're all
Asian.
Aragorn's long lost cousins.
Yeah, basically.
No. So they're probs like I don't know if you're like still a thief. They're probably like in their late 40s. Nene's probably only like 2 decades old.
So, what's your strategy?
Well, it sounds like we were going on a long-term psychological warfare campaign.
Yes. What is your long-term
with propaganda and
Blaring K-pop at them from the jungle.
We get some glass bottles and we clink them together like this, and we go, "Orcs, come out to
Oh my
play."
god.
What if we just set up like some wind chimes like in an area that they won't notice?
Wait, but why would we set it up in an area they won't notice? Like,
Or
then
just,
they won't
like,
notice the wind.
Wait,
Oh, I
are,
know
are
what
we
you're
working
saying.
under the
No.
assumption that wind chimes are scary?
so
No,
when we
but,
got
like,
here,
But like
They're not
it's
coyotes,
like-
they're orcs.
when we got
but
here,
Mm-hmm.
when we got here,
Mm-hmm.
Syrian had brought up the ancient lore of Leroy Jenkins, and I feel like we need to come full circle to that.
Oh, so you've just abandoned all of these psychological warfares and you're just going to dive in there during the middle of the night?
Let's just
I'm saying out of
Or-
character that we have been sort of discussing this for like 20 minutes and haven't made any progress in
We
this.
need
I
to-
have I have a
let's
suggestion.
poison
I
their
remember
food
that
supply and let them fit themselves to death.
Nene is an elf and has the ability to spend a hope to get a magical success on something.
Mm-hmm.
Just fucking use awe on the camp. Scare them off with magic.
okay,
Yeah, do the
sure.
Galadriel eyes.
Right? That'll
Yeah.
work, right?
Sure,
The
Nene,
elves are
like
bullshit.
the 19-year-old elf just pulling up and be like, be afraid of my eternity.
I mean, mechanically.
I speak for the trees. They speak Elvenese.
You've all got the parts of a planned building, which centered around Nanane being awe-inspiring with possibly your psychological warfare of bottles. And
what we can do is we can set fire to parts of their camp, and then as they're panicking, we can send an NA in, and she can feel like, I am the one in charge. I'm the big boss lady. You should all be afraid of me and flee these woods. And then maybe they will.
And then we'll go home and talk about our heirs.
Aye.
your heirs.
I'm scrolling through a thing.
Okay.
Looking for that elf thing to make sure I'm not just making something up that'll get us killed.
No, I think you're totally right. Like they have the ability to magically make any skill work.
Just didn't know that I had that skill. Cool. I can manipulate.
If you are
shit
not
now.
miserable, so yeah.
Yeah, I'm not miserable. I have plenty of hope.
Okay. So let's say that you're going to set a few fires. So who's going to set fires? Who of you is going to be on fire watch?
Who's going to be the arson?
Me.
Next game, I want to be the arsonist.
I feel like Syrian with favored with craft would be a good fire starter type person.
Yeah, I'm similarly favored with craft, so that too, yeah. We'll both make a bunch of fire bombs. We'll build an F4 Phantom and napalm GBUs, and then
Are we using pine cones like Gandalf style? Or are we doing more?
that's
like...
not a bad idea. Just like
It's time to
oil-soaked
commit
pine cones.
terrorism.
So this
Toss
is
them in a tent,
so
put torch.
timeline wise, we're after the Hobbit. So it would not be unrealistic to think that we have heard the ancient lore of Gandalf and fire pine cones.
Okay.
I mean, also pine cones are like they act as kindling anyways. Like you can, yeah, just soak those in oil, toss them into the camp. It'll cause chaos.
Chaos. It's not like a Bedouin tent city. Like,
Yeah, it's still pretty structured. So, okay. So who's on fire duty? Who's on pinecone duty?
I'll be on pinecone duty. I can do it.
Do you want to support me while I roll craft to get this? Like, I don't know. What do you want us to roll for this? This is a little bit outside the rules as written, I think.
Yeah, manufacturing IEDs is not something that is normally done in Lord of the Rings games.
I
Well,
feel
you
like
know, they
you
should have predicted all forms of combat.
I feel like every time you talk about these pinecone fire bombs, the potency just gets stronger and stronger.
Right, like they're not.
It's like-
Manufacturing, hey, listen, Hamson, manufacturing nuclear weapons is something that they should have accounted for in the rules. The enrichment of uranium to make hydrogen bombs.
Yeah. Yep. That is something.
We're playing riffs now, huh?
Okay. That is.
This is where we would have got if Sorman wasn't defeated at Helm's Deep.
Right. So, Jesus Christ. All right. So we got pinecone duty with Jared.
I do.
We got Jane and Nene is going to be our awe-inspiring elf. And then
I'm actually gonna make some booby traps. Just so
Okay.
that like if they come streaming out of the camp, they'll like get tripped up on shit, so they'll be too afraid to really leave.
all right. So we got groins on traps.
Set the place on fire, then lock them in with it.
Okay. Hamson.
Hamson's going to observe everything going on and help out where needed. In
Observation.
case something goes wrong.
All right. And then Syrian, what you up to? What were you gonna do?
I feel like I was doing pine cones, but K-Germ is also doing that. So I don't know if we need but 2 people on pine cones or
We were also talking about noisemakers, I believe, as well.
noisemakers. Sure, I can craft noisemakers. That feels like something I would have learned in Dale at some point. I feel
Sure.
like Dale toys. Yes. This is like me being a Tolkien nerd trying to like inject some amount of canon into this game that is so off the rails.
No,
I'm
it's
enjoying
fine.
it, but it's fine. But
Okay. So we got I'll need Syrian, give me your craft check for your actually no. Fuck craft. we can do hunting with this one.
All right. Am I getting support or am I just
No, I'm going to make you all roll individual rolls. So let me know if you
All right.
fail or succeed.
I'm gonna use a hope to get an extra D.
Okay.
Failed.
Failed. Okay. Hampson. We will say that you are. Give me a scan as you're kind of watching things happen.
I have no points to scan.
Oh
Cool.
no.
Can I do awareness?
Sure.
Five Sauron and a 1.
Oh my god.
So I got a total of 1.
You got a total of 1
Yeah.
because the Iron Sauron. Okay.
It just cancels out the D12 entirely.
Okay. Cool. Groin.
The worst roll possible.
Give me your traps.
Okay.
We'll say that you're doing hunting with this as well.
Okay. Okay. Craft.
No,
Just
I want
pull
stealth.
the trigger right now.
Right?
Stealth plus craft or something like that.
No. I want your actual stealth roll. Give me a stealth roll.
Stealth. I don't have any D6 in that. So
That's great.
a 7
A 7. So
doesn't beat my thing.
that's a fail. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, that's a big fail.
All right.
We front loaded our crits in session
We're
1 and
gonna
2.
die.
Oh boy. You're sending the Nene in there, just like
No. You're gonna spend your hoke to basically ace this, right?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Jared,
I'm
Yes.
give me a craft roll.
Crap. I can do that. Craft. 2, so I get 2 D6s. 7 and a 4 and a 2, so 7. 13 total. I am 1 off.
That is.
This is very bad.
My strength
That
is
is,
a 14.
So the night comes, and each of you set about to your task that you've decided is gonna screw with these orcs. And so yeah.
Fuck, I hate it when you stop mid sentence. You're just like, okay.
Well, I need to copy and paste some things so that I can see them because I'm probably going to need them in a bit.
It's terrifying.
Can come down here. Yep. Probably going to need this table here. All right, cool. So, Nene is going to go in last as the rest of you are going to set things up. And so we'll start with Syrian making the noisemakers. You have a couple of bits of glass and some twigs and like some bottles and bits of pottery and stuff that you try to turn into like little noisemakers that'll blow in the wind. And you're trying to hang. You're like, well, they need to hang or do something. You know, they need to flutter. So you start trying to hang up and climb up a tree, which you start climbing up and you're hanging your thing, but you got to a branch that doesn't really support your weight all that well with all of your gear, and it starts to break, and you're starting to fall. Hampson, oh my dear Hampson, you are like, well, it's boring watching them. And
I assumed I was like peeing on an anthill.
you're peeing on an anthill, and you're like, well, let's wander around and just see what they're all doing. Which, being very hobbiting in the way that you hobbit, you just wander in the middle of camp. Again,
Real fast question. Which camp?
Their camp.
Fuck!
Good job.
Groin.
Oh my god.
I'm
I
dead.
Groin. You managed to, you're like outside of the main causeway that they would pass through, and you start setting up some traps, and then you realize that you've set up traps in a way that you have no way to move at this point.
well, at least the traps work.
You like, well, you think they do. You're pretty sure they do, probably. And so you do that thing where you like literally painted yourself into a corner. And
I have a solution for this.
okay. And then so Kadram, you are trying to go about and set the pine cones so that they'll you kind of light the little wick and they'll set on fire. You start setting things in such a way that it really does set a fire, as the ground around the area is pretty dry, and there's like some trash piles and things that you've now got the makings of a awful forest fire going on.
Oh God. Can I try to get like
No.
some water?
No.
Can I blow on it?
No.
Pee on it! Pee on it!
Meanwhile, Nenene has set herself up, and you could kind of like, count to, 1,000 or whatever, and then go in. We should be ready by then. So she finishes her count, walks in, and just starts to ignite in her elven glory as all of these orcs are either starting to fall asleep, or are just, minding their own business around the fire. Her elvishness like ignites the fire, and she glows up and almost seems to float there up in the air. Her normal garments turn into like very like silvery raiments that just, all my elven fear and glory. To which the orcs are like, oh shit, elf queen, elf wench.
Now
Witch.
that you have trespassed upon sacred elven land, and for that your bloodline shall be cursed,
To which,
including your cows.
Syrian crashes down through a branch down and slides down one of the broken walls into the middle of camp. Hamson wanders in, just smoking his pipe, like, what's going on here? Groin has trapped himself, and then
Hey, can you help me? I'm stuck.
and
Surrounded by punji pits.
the other thing that happened is like there's just walls of flame now around the fortress, fortress ruins, from your magical, not magical pine cones, and you realize that there are 9 goblin archers on the wall. There are 6 like just duded up orcs that look like they're in charge, and you're all sort of standing around like, is that 13 other orcs? Yeah, 13. Okay, there's a lot of fucking orcs in here. So yeah, they're angry.
Can't wait to wake up from this dream sequence when we all die.
You just seen a Nene just like, what? My fathers came up with better plans. How did I get talked into this?
Mm-mm. So they start to round up Syrian. They walk all over Groin's traps and just drag him in.
Oh shit! The traps didn't work.
No.
I'm gonna can I hightail it out of there?
Well, hold on a second. Hamson, they just
Anything I
kind of
can
like,
do.
well, you're small, you'll be the appetizer, and put you down, and tie you up and set you on a stool. And we've got like a C-3PO sort of Ewok situation going on here where they're very much in awe and fear of Nanane,
Nene.
and feel like that if they sacrifice these weird interlopers, that maybe that'll divert
Oh.
the
Oh
situation.
God! Some of the curse that I just said that they will have for trespassing upon elven land.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta
Oh.
explain it to him.
in their weird orc minds, they're like, well, if we kill these things, maybe that'll make it happy, and then we'll be able to go away.
Ooh.
So all of your friends are now tied up in the center. There's fire all around the outside, which hasn't become a problem yet. Yeah. No. They're all just standing there looking at you like they're afraid of you because you showed up all elf witch style. But you know that charade's not gonna last for long if you don't do something. What do you do?
Okay. Oh geez. Okay.
Which one
Where
should we
is
gut
Harry's
first?
boar? Where is Harry's boar? Where is Groin's boar?
Outside, sort of rooting around in the grasses.
Okay. Can I call him to me and put some like elven flair into him?
That's a good
To
one.
be fair, it will be the biggest pig they ever see. The only problem is the reaction might not be fear; it'll be fucking hunger.
Hunger, yeah.
Okay, well,
Oh.
no, it's just like you have not listened to me. Suffer divine wrath.
Let's see. Nature's divine wrath. Let's see what happens. I want you to. Have you had a really good associate? Yeah, you've actually been nice to the pig, or the boar.
I have a great association with the
Yeah,
pig.
This is true.
Eating it
This is
pickled
true.
lizards nonstop.
Oh, that's right. It loves you. So in hearten or awe, depending on how you want to, if you just want to like bolster the boar to your side, we'll say in hearten, or if you want to call its name and just like you have this like little call that it does that'll come running to you, looking for
that's a 12.
Okay.
And hold on, let me add in. what
Wait,
I got.
you rolled a 12 on your other die, your feet die.
D12.
Yeah, D12.
Okay.
That's really good.
That's
And
really
then,
good. You're good. Don't worry. The rest of this is all kind of gravy at this point. So
and
you
then 12.
you flare up again, and you're just suffered nature's divine wrath, and you start making this
It's
sound.
just like, you have not heeded my warning. I said to leave.
So Hog comes barreling through and just like smashes through some stone walls and just lands in the center, and it's just like looking around at all the orcs, and the orcs are now terrified.
Oh, here we go.
I
Hamster's
said
gonna take advantage of this. Oh no, it's the Hog of Reckoning. There's only one thing to do now.
I, the Hog of Reckoning.
Shut up!
You
I'm trying
didn't
to trick an orc. I'm trying to lure in one of the dumber looking orcs.
Okay, they all look dumb, but there's definitely always that one in the group that looks like, oh yeah, you're definitely the dumb one.
I'm gonna try to spin a tail using riddle. Listen, I have a way. I know a way to undo this curse, but it only worked for 6 of you.
Oh yes. Roll that riddle.
I assist because I also have riddle. I'm pretty good at it.
Sure. So you'll give another die to Dad there.
Yeah,
Oh, sweet.
I'm just basically giving
He's
him
my fellowship
emphasis.
focus, so I get 2 dice.
Oh.
Oh fuck yeah, dude!
And it has been a point of hope. Because
Okay.
I need this to succeed.
Okay.
And riddle is favored for me because I'm a stupid hobbit.
Chaos.
This is
That's-
probably the most Lord of the Rings thing that's happened in this campaign so far.
Just another. You guys are really like undercutting my Lord of the Rings here. That
Wow.
28 with 1-6 rolled, so extra success.
that is delicious. So
I rolled 66s for that.
that's nice. So you kind of lean into the one, and you're like, and you tell him, the counter curse, or like, if you kill the others, like you might survive. To which now That one immediately turns to the one next to it and just stabs in the gut, and you just see that knife just go right up his chest, and he just guts him instantly, which then causes others to start fighting. But at this time, the flame has started to roll over and heat up the rock. It's getting really hot in here, and it started to break through into the brush areas that have like vines and things that have come over the walls. Now the whole place is just on fire.
Are we all tied together like in one big like?
You were all tied individually, but thrown into the center
Aw.
next to their little area.
I was gonna be like, all right, time for an 8-legged race.
Right? So the orcs are all fighting amongst each other, and a couple of them are doing that thing. Well, like if I'm going out, I'm taking these fucking idiots that entered our camp with us. So one definitely tries to eat you, Hampson, because they think that you look weak, and the other one, we'll say, goes after Groin, because Groin's a stinky
They
dwarf.
really want to break their teeth on my armor, I guess. Let's do it.
Yeah, there's knives drawn, and they're trying to they're trying to drag you and do some not good stuff to you. So let's do this.
Kicking very hard with my very stumpy legs.
Oh God.
So we'll go in this order.
How's brawling work again? Because it's like a weapon proficiency that we can't put points into or something.
Oh yeah, you have the ability to like hand-to-hand fight. I think. Okay, so Cadrum, you were picked up and dragged to the center, and they bonded you up, wrapped you up with some old orc twine, or some old rope, and they've got you there in the center, and nobody's really paying attention to you at this point. You've got a bunch of orcs and fire around you. What do you do?
Is there any way to get out of my binds?
Possibly. You can try to strength your way out of them using athletics. Or we'll say if you're any good at hunting, you could maybe like figure out how to like undo the bonds, because you're good with knots. Or we'll say, if you're stealthy, you could kind of like wiggle out or find something to like rub the ropes up against and cut them.
Mine's gonna be athletics.
Okay.
I got 3 dots in it.
All right, you just get a straight try to like break the bonds.
I can break these cuffs.
Mhm.
Have you guys seen
I
that?
got 2 and a 1. 3. 13. 16. So I pass. My
Really?
score is a 14.
So you just strength your way out of them, and you're out. Nay. None of the orcs are really paying attention to you at the moment. Mostly because they fear you, and they feel like if they kill their other friends, they will appease you, and you'll go away and let them go. What is it you do?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to like whirl them up to try and kill their other friends.
You're just gonna encourage them to like fight harder and kill their other friends. Okay. Roll and hearten.
Okay.
Never thought we'd be rolling in Hearten against the enemy.
Right.
That is a 10 and a 6.
16. So does that mean
Yes,
target
that
number?
passes.
Okay.
Yeah, that passes.
So you are just like, yes, feed into the frenzy and kill your brethren, and you might earn the chance to go free, which just causes them to fight even harder and just kill each other even harder, totally ignoring the other circumstances that are going on. Cool. Groin.
Mm-hmm.
Your bounds. You got an orc that's trying to slit your throat. What do you do?
I think about my life for a second and then decide, you know what? No, I'm not done yet. How close is he to my head?
If you're looking to headbutt him, he is within headbutt range, let's say.
Oh, he's getting the full fucking steel plate of my helmet. Let's
Okay.
fucking do this. Okay. What do I got to roll for that?
We'll say athletics.
Okay,
It's a
that's something
brawling
I'm
roll.
good at.
Oh, there's a brawling roll?
There's a brawling skill, which JT found and posted in our Discord chat.
Oh, sorry, I didn't have that up.
Well, I rolled a
Uh,
12 on the Gandalf dice, so... Oh, wait, you can't see that. Let me turn down the brightness so you can.
It's basically just roll your highest combat skill
Okay.
efficiency, and then take 1 die off it.
Okay.
Oh, so it would be exactly the same for me then.
All right,
Okay.
cool. So does
So, yeah. I definitely passed my target number by a good bit.
Nice.
And I rolled a 12.
So you headbutt that one, and he rolls over just dazed, and it causes his knife to like stick in the ground next to you. What do you do?
Saw the cut the ropes, not cut my own wrists.
We'll say that
I
you're
kill
sawing
myself to confuse him.
ropes. He's very confused. Hampson, there's an orc that's about to like cut your loins and roast you on the open fires that are the walls now. What do you do?
Listen, I only told him the first part of it. There's still a second part that's needed. Do you know where we can find a left-handed smoke shifter? Move quickly.
Are you
I
trying
love that you have an actual pipe. That fucks.
This is my wife got it for a sea captain character.
Nice.
Oh, that's so fun.
Are you trying to riddle him again?
Yes, I'm trying to riddle this different orc.
Okay. Go ahead and roll riddle for me.
Another point of hope. Oh, that fell. I just got it with a 15. I
Nice.
rolled a 2 on my D12, but then I rolled 2 6s, so that's 2 extra successes going into this riddle.
So you were telling him he needs a left-handed what?
Smoke shifter.
A left-handed smoke shifter.
It is a thing that does not exist. Like when you tell someone to get you a bucket of elbow grease. Or,
Right.
We used to say it in the Scouts until they told us it was hazing.
So he's like, left-handed smoke shifter. What's it? And he's just totally confused and ignoring.
Come on, you're
you.
a smart guy. Hop to it. Come on. Look
He's
how
just like,
fast that
"Oh."
smoke's getting close.
So he looks at like where the fires are in the smoke. He's like, maybe it's one of them. Maybe it's actually smoke. And so he leaves you there
And
on
I'm
the
just
ground.
running.
You're what?
I'm just running.
Okay, so you kind of pop up. You're still bound. And you start running for the one of the openings. Only the main opening is really safe at this point because the other hidden openings are on fire.
Can I get Hampson untied? Like, can
No,
help
I
with
want to be like my arms tied and I'm just running.
Yes. Tyrion, you're tied in the middle. A lot of shit's going on. What do you do?
So everyone else is doing some weird shit. Can I just like use craft to like finesse my way out of this? Like
Yeah.
I feel like craft would be the appropriate role for like, I don't know, having like a secret dagger in my belt behind me where I can like try
Sure.
to cut a rope or something. I don't know.
Sure.
Oof. No.
Hmm?
No.
No?
No.
No?
Nope.
No crit failures though, right?
Not
Just-
a crit failure. No surround. Just no.
So you flick your knife out and you're trying to cut through, but you just don't get it this time. Yeah. So we'll go back to the top. A couple of the orcs kill other orcs.
And a bunch of more orcs, well, should I say, Goblin Cave TV just raided us as well.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Ooh.
great, a goblin cave. Just what we need.
Darn
We love you
goblins.
guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for the raid.
Nice.
Yeah, all jokes aside, you guys rock.
So Kadram, you're free. What do you do?
I'm gonna get my trusty axe and
Hey, that's
pound
my
some
line.
skulls.
All right. The orcs are all fighting each other, and you just go dive in and try to rack them. Roll whatever your axe skill. Do you succeed or fail?
Does this go off strength roll or heart?
Well, it's all in columns, so anything that's under strength goes against strength.
Gotcha. Okay, I see now. Ooh, 18.
18. I imagine that beats
I
your
don't even have
strength.
to roll one. What?
That beats your strength.
Yep.
Okay, cool. So, you just start whacking away at Snorks, and you kill 2, which then turns a couple on you, so you're now fighting orcs. Nanane, you've frenzied the orcs even more. You see that Kadrim has broken into fighting them, and Groin's trying to stall himself out. Hamson just has basically bolted for the door, and Syrian's there trying to cut himself out. What do you do?
I'm going to jump on the boar
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know what else is like divine wrathy. I can't make
Cavalry
earthquakes or anything.
No, I think you've sort of expended the amount of divine wrathy that you can do at this point.
Okay, yeah. So at this point, I'm just hopping on the boar, grabbing the hobbit, and fleeing.
Okay.
You're not just going to start setting fire to the rest of the camp?
I mean, yeah, that's true. I could. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I think I'll just do some arson while riding on a boar.
So you pick up like a stick or just, something that can catch flame. You pick it in the flames and you just start like running around in a circle through all things with that sticking out, setting more fires, making a situation a little more hairy for your friends that are still bound and locked up there. And then you go
stuck.
pick up Groin and or pick up Hamson, and you're out the door.
Picking me up all the time. I am not a stuffed animal.
If you didn't want to be picked up so much, you shouldn't be so short.
Aw. Groin, give me your hunting roll to see if you saw through your ropes. Or actually, just give me your sword or whatever your combat proficiency is to.
Okay, let's do it. Okay, that does it. That's 23. That
You're
makes
out.
it.
All right, you're free of your bonds. The
All right, let's get my friends out of here.
The flames are getting very close.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get my friends who are still any of my friends still not out.
Hamson's out. Syrian's still there, trying to cut himself out.
Okay, I'm gonna go help Syrian real quick.
Okay.
Just because I have a knife and I can do it real fast,
Roll your combat again.
All right, let's do it. This should be another good
Can I
one.
give him
Okay.
a
Oh, and that's a
support,
12.
Yeah, he'll give you another dice
yeah.
because he's already working on it. So.
Okay, so 12 plus fucking.
Oh, you rolled a 12?
Yeah, plus
All right.
18. So 30
you go
total.
over there and you just
Oh.
like you clank your knife right next to his and just sort of like go up the seam that he's already creating and just snap those ropes and he's out. But the flames are very close to both of you.
Oh, let's leave.
Cool. Hamson, you're being stuff animaled out of the area. You're on Hog. What are you doing?
I guess trying to squirm out of the ropes.
Okay. Give me a stealth check.
$26 with 2 6s.
Jesus Christ. You just managed to slip out instantly, roll back onto the back of Hog, and just like clasp onto Nanane, and you're both just riding down the hill atop Hog.
How does this always happen where it's like, no, I'm not going to do, I can't rely on myself rolling extremely well. Oh, look, I see I failed the first one.
How come you guys are constantly stealing my pig?
That is true.
because
That is true. The pig is
because you're unworthy of your pig.
Listen,
dare
we
you?
have to
Those are
smell
fighting
like
words.
the pig by associating you with you. You at least get to use it sometimes.
That
I'm
is
sure, pig.
fair and valid.
You don't feed your pig enough. So
I feed my.
Nene
He's so fat.
has taken bonding to him.
Aw.
And Nene's like, he's not obese enough. We need to change that.
Syrian,
And Nene just like he will love me more than you.
Yes.
give me the flames have now come all around you in groin as you're sort of locked into your position now, surrounded by flames. What do you do?
Are we like totally surrounded by flames?
Yes.
I'm going to sort of like cover us both in my cloak and try to basically just run through the wall of fire.
All right, give me an athletics check.
Do I get a support? I'm also going to use hope.
Groin, are you letting him escort you through?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right,
I
we'll
am
say
not
that-
too proud to take help.
Groin's sort of huddled in with you, in his armor, kind of protects him a little bit. And you both kind of cloak up and try to dive through.
Success. No time wars, no crit, nothing, just a normal ass success.
Normal ass success. You make it through, but you both take 1 point of damage as
Ow.
you sort of get singed by the flames, but nothing too terrible. And you make your way out the door. Back to Kadram, who is
Endurance? Or are we injured?
No, you're not injured. Endurance. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Kadram, you're fighting
Yes.
orcs surrounded by flame. What do you do?
I'm surrounded by flame.
Mm-hmm.
Could I actually use this moment to scare the bejesus out of these orcs and basically using the fire as like a performance, as like I'm another entity trying to kill them, you know what I mean? Like making myself like making myself look way more dangerous than I really am, using the flames.
Yes, that would be
Oh, this
called...
the
would-
Sam Gamgee special. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm ruining your joke.
You better use hope on this fucking roll.
I need
Yep.
you to roll.
Or you're just
awe.
gonna die.
What'd you say?
Awe. Roll
Oh
awe.
god. This is gonna be bad, guys. I have
Blow a
one
hope.
die.
Use
a
hope. Use hope. You get an extra die.
Okay, I'm gonna use hope.
Roll 2d12 and your sixes.
2d12.
Nope.
Oh, 11.
Oh no!
Oh,
Oh no.
That's the
that was
worst
good.
possible thing.
we'll stop right there.
I'm
So,
confused.
11's bad. 11.
Eleven's the eye.
Yeah.
Oh,
11
really?
Yeah.
That's dumb. Okay.
So you pick up
Oh,
a
and you
piece
said
of
two
wood.
D12 though, right?
Yeah, he rolled 2d12.
He shouldn't. It's not
No,
favored.
I
unless
only
it's
rolled
favored.
1d12.
Oh,
You should
well,
not.
No, he rolled hope. That would give him.
Hope just
gives
adds
you
you
a
an.
D6.
Oh. Mm,
Okay.
yeah.
How many D6s are you rolling?
Yeah.
Just one.
Oof.
Yeah, you're fucked.
Let's see
So-
if he rolls one.
You try to take on the flames by like you pick up an orc arm and stick it in the flame, which it starts like the hair on it starts on fire and it's now like smoldering flesh. And you pick up like an orc head and you like set it on fire too. And you try to look all badass to like make the orcs just like get the fuck out of here. You set yourself on fire and are now injured as you're on fire.
Oh, I'm definitely gonna be rolling down on the ground, being like, "Ah!"
Okay, so Kadram has set himself on fire and has
I have
proceeded
set myself
to
on fire.
stop, drop, and roll.
Wow, that guy's so tough. He lit himself on fire. Better not mess with him.
This does have sort an effect on the orcs of like, this guy's fucking crazy. Let's get away from him and let's not set ourselves on fire by escaping. So what's left of the orcs run out of the ruin into the night. But Kadram, sadly, you are still there, injured on the ground in the middle of a burning ruin. What do you do?
I'm going to actually. Could I use the fire to my advantage and then run like a burning madman? They ain't gonna come after me if I'm on fire. I'm just saying.
The orcs are not a problem anymore. Your safety and survival is of the utmost importance at this moment. How do you handle that situation as this ruin is now just completely on fire?
I'm going to run and get out of the fire.
Give me athletics real quick.
Okay.
I think you're at -1D because you're wounded.
Yeah.
What'd you say? Athletics?
Yes.
15.
15. Does that beat your strength?
Yep.
Okay. So you just have like burns all over you. Like your armor's kind of melted to your arm. And you just are in absolute agony and pain. And you go running out the front door and turn around with your friends there at the bottom of the hill, just watching this flame just engulf the entire ruin, the area around it. It burns through the night. It's been an ordeal. So yeah. Good job. You all survived.
Thank you.
We'll find out what happens next as we
You
take
got
a
it.
quick break. We'll be back. Cool. So we are back. I have chicken tenders and pretzels, and our intrepid fellowship here has caused forest fires.
That was just Bobo.
So, you managed to find a place to sort of huddle down for the rest of the evening. And you make sure that it's downwind as you see that your pyrocraft has managed to sort of start to spread to the nearby forests. And you wake up in the morning, in the distance, you can see the smoldering smoke and sort of the flames at the top of some trees miles away. But the ruin itself seems to have been completely vacated. So through probably not in your actual intended means, you have freed up the ruins for investigation.
Well, I guess
Yeah,
that takes care of any bandits in the area.
Yeah, during whatever time they have as downtime, Nene is just going to be like, what happened? I thought that this was going to be controlled and organized, that spooky sounds were going to go off, and then like some fire, and then I'd pull up with, my elven on, and then
I think it
that
went
you were gonna
perfectly.
fall out of a tree.
You have to understand, Nene. No plan survives contact with the enemy.
And you went walking into the enemies. Did you learn from last time?
Nothing bad happens when I do it. So no.
And then it's just gonna be like petting the boar, just like you're the only good one here. You're the only good one. Feed it another lizard.
Is it digesting those lizards well, or is it just have horrific
No, it
poop?
is shitting like crazy, and I'm the one who has to deal with it.
Yeah,
Okay.
well, as you can tell, we're not of the organized bunch.
So there is the issue of Kadram was severely wounded.
Was.
And requires some first aid. Who's good at healing?
I got 1 dot of healing.
I have 2 dots and it's favored, and I also have Ethless, which would give me a 3rd probably on this roll.
All right, cool. Give it a shot.
Can I assist him because I have a dot of healing?
Sure, if you like, that'll give him.
I believe I'm his fellowship focus.
Oh, look at that! There you go. So, you get 2.
Okay. Yeah, a success with the Tengwar.
Nice. Okay. So, if I remember correctly, Kadram rolled an 11 when he set himself on fire, or did he just fail?
He rolled the eye.
He rolled the.
Yeah, I
eye.
rolled the eye, I remember. I have severe burn marks everywhere.
Yeah, I realized I should have knocked you unconscious and let you burn to death. So, but
Sorry.
it's fine. So, you have a very painful night. You're not able to get rested all that well. Through the night, Syrian spends his time along with Hampson trying to heal you. And they do a really good job of it. And you feel like you are only going to be injured in this way, or it's going to only take you a few days, 3 days in fact, to heal that wound. It was much more severe than a 3-day healing wound, and they've taken care of you pretty well, so you should be good. But you're still basically on death's door at this point. If you get into combat.
Please put me out of my misery.
You're not that level of death's door, but you realize that combat's probably something you want to avoid for the next 3 days.
Okey-doke.
Cool.
Can we even avoid combat?
Yeah, we can just run
Probably
away.
not.
probably allergic to avoiding combat.
Yeah, that's just not how we do. Like,
Yeah, I mean, I've been on Wednesday nights since January, and avoiding combat is not a
It has not happened.
a classic Wednesday
Yeah,
night move.
yeah. Wednesday is a shenanigans and violence filled time.
Yeah, probably not the smartest day to put the One Ring on, but hey, Wednesday night, right? Cool. So
We always choose violence.
I appreciate that. It makes my life a lot easier. What the hell? My cheese cup is all messed up. Gross. Cool. So, what do you do there in the morning as you notice the fires off in the distance and the ruin smoldering?
Yeah, I guess we'll investigate the ruins. Can I do the explorer check thing?
I will let you start off with an explorer check just to sort of more or less survey the work that you
No,
have
that's
done.
a 12.
Does that succeed or fail?
That's a 12 on my my feet dice.
Oh, that's a 12 in your feet die. Nice. So you walk up there. And Nene will say that you're in first. And you realize you did a number on this place. Not a good number. Some of the walls have actually come.
Insert Eastern Linkers here.
Mm-hmm. Some of the walls have come down. There was an old sort of chapel-like building that was left, and it's partially collapsed now. Anything that was sort of recoverable at all in here has definitely gone up in flames. This place is mostly smoldering ash and even more rubble than it was before. But you do notice that in the back of the chapel-like building, there still remains a statue, blackened with soot and almost half melted on some sides. And what was on the floor, you think might have been some sort of map, but it's now just littered with rubble and large boulders that have come down from the ceiling. And it's not looking so great.
The state of this place reminds me of my last divorce.
Oh, blood of the elders. Oswald would have my head for this if this ever happened on a mission. It was always like, you got to preserve the integrity of what you steal in the areas in which you go into. Who was in charge of doing the fire?
Weren't me.
That's snitching.
Nene is just gonna turn to him and just immediately launch into a tirade in Easternling. Whatever. It's just word for word the many tirades she got from her archaeologist thief dad.
Kadram, you're being yelled at in a language you have no idea.
I thought it was like, huh? What? I don't understand.
No, I thought it was Harry who did.
No, I was
No,
not.
Harry did traps.
And I fucked that up too, but it didn't burn everything down.
Yeah, and she's just like, and now look at you. You're crispy. You're bacon. And just storm off.
Okay.
That went well.
Could have gone worse.
Again, lavishing the boar in affection.
That boar loves you. It kind of doesn't like Groin right now.
Yeah, it's just like, you're the only good one. You followed instructions to the T.
I need somebody to give me a scan. Best person who can scan.
I'm pretty
I
damn
know
good
that
at
is
scan.
not me.
I got 3 and it's favored.
Okay. Anybody else do better? Or anybody else want to help?
Or wait, it's not favored. I just got 3.
Okay. No, you're
My
off with a hog.
skin is 1. Yeah, I'm definitely
Okay, I got it.
not me.
That's 20.
Yeah, I'm off with the hog, having a good time.
You got a 20?
Yeah,
Okay. Nice.
not on one die, just on all of them combined, of course.
It'd be hard to get a 20 on one die in this game,
Yes, in
Mhm.
fact, it might be impossible. Just maybe.
unless you're cheating, in which case.
Then we have to have a discussion. So you are looking around Nanane has stormed off. You're feeling a little sorry for yourself. In the group, in the building, in the ruin. It's quite a nice ruin. But you're looking out, you're sort of like hunched down, and being the dwarf, you kind of know good stonework. And these humans kind of built a nice little chapel here. And you kind of notice that you start recognizing indentions or little engravings on the ground. And this looks like what would have been a map of the north on the floor.
Hmm. Hey guys, I think this is a map.
Oh, that that does appear to be a map.
What's it a map of, Mr. Dwarf? Sir Dwarf.
Not sure. I'm not very good at reading maps.
I thought you were the best at travel.
I am the best at I just. Oh wait, I'm looking at it upside down.
Kieran's gonna grab it away from you.
Well, you're going to grab the floor?
Oh, it's on the floor. Sorry,
The floor is the map, yes.
I got
Oh, is it a
you.
nice mosaic?
What's going
It
on
was a
here?
nice
and then
mosaic.
Nene will use Groin's head as like a hand rest, just like, what's going on here?
Is there anything obviously weird about this, or is it like a standard map of Iridor?
It's unusual that there would be a map like this. Somebody roll a riddle for me.
Isn't the Hobbit favored in riddles?
The
The
Hobbit
Hobbit
is
is currently peeing on an anthill.
Oh, okay.
A lot
Wow.
of time being on anthills.
It makes him feel
I
big.
have a 2 dots in riddle and it's favored. So
Okay.
I can do that.
Give it a try. At disadvantage, so roll 2d12 and take the lowest of the 12s.
Well, if it's favored, then it would just cancel each other out.
That's true. So just roll 1d12.
Oh, okay. Okay. That's a 10, and then plus my 2 things. So that's a 20.
Nice. So you're looking at the map and you're kind of taking the whole room in as a whole, because it all seems connected in a way. And you go up to the statue that's pretty mangled at this moment, but it appears to be holding a sword, which the soot on the sword almost makes it look like it's stone itself, because it has like different like indentions and markings and pot marks on it. But you kind of wipe your hand down the blade, and you realize that it's actually a very fine, very well kept blade. A very almost mirror like.
All right. Nene's gonna take the blade from the statue.
Okay. You have to like stand up and kind of like wiggle it out of its crevice, but it does come out.
Like, ha! I have a sword. And then she's gonna point it at the ground, just like, okay, show me your secrets.
You're smarter than that. And you realize, you look at the mirrored surface and you look at the map on the ground and you're like, oh.
Oh ho 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 ho.
You put the sword back in the statue and you realize that its mirrored surface with a certain special light would reflect on the map on the floor. At a particular, it would like, and you're looking at it, and the sword's actually been engraved with its own version of the map. In one, you're familiar with this. You heard about this mostly from your dad's tales, but also in kind of other elf tales, where the moon, the light of the moon on a certain day, or maybe just at a certain time of night, can reflect on this blade and show you something on the floor.
Ho, 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 ho. Yeah, so she's gonna leave the sword be and just like put one foot on the dwarf's head, just like, listen up, I figured it out.
So Nenene explains to you the function of this riddle, where the moon's light would actually reflect on the floor. However, you realize the map's more or less ruined for this to function because the building's collapsed in on itself.
And you just see that smug elven smirk just fade from Nene's face.
Now, okay, can I roll lore and see if I would know the map in general enough that even if there was that I would know where this like light source pointed at on the map, even if that part of the map was actually destroyed, I would have a general idea.
You would roll at disadvantage to detect this.
I have favorites, so I will roll
Okay.
1. This is my thing. No, it's not my thing. Not a crit fail, but a fail.
You're like, I can do this. And you're kind of like walking around. You're like, you stand on the spot and you're like, this is totally going to be where the moon will shine down on. But you know you're wrong.
Let's clear away the rubble.
These are big honking stones.
Well, let's use leverage and pulleys and all
Hey,
that.
this is where Hamson comes to shine. What did I do before I adventured? That's right, I moved furniture around.
Now what
I
I
weigh 40 pounds.
what I will say, Syrian, is you don't think you could correct this map, but you think that you might be able to draw your own map and do your own setup of this function and maybe get it correct.
So Syrian's gonna have sort of this moment. He's like deep in thought. He's like, I got this. And he's gonna roll some dice again.
While you're doing that, like Groin and Hamson are bringing up like a block and tackle and trying to like move stones.
Nene is back with the board, just watching them like, what do you think they're doing?
I'll say this is a craft roll.
For block and tackle?
Mm-mm.
Or for
Well, for
Syrian
for
doing the map.
That's a lot better because I rolled 9, 11, and a 12. So good. I have I'm favored on it, so I did pass with a handoff for him.
Nice. Okay. So you got a 12, you said?
Oh, I rolled a 12 and also hit my target number. Yeah.
Nice. Okay, cool. So you go outside. These knuckleheads are trying to like actually clear huge boulders. You go outside and you're like, okay, spot check this chair. If I put that there and drive the sword in a certain way, this will serve as a statue's pedestal, and you start drawing out a map there in the ground there in the courtyard, mostly through ash and soot, and start placing little things like, this is Bree, this is, Angmar was up here, sort of thing. These are the mountain ranges. And you spend most of the day building this map, and you think you got it pretty good. It would be rare that anybody would even go through this lengths to actually do something like this. And so you have yourself a map. Yeah, so you're good. You go back inside, you take the sword out of its statue and just wedge it into and drive it into the seat of the chair, and you sit there and you wait. Hamson and Groin, how long does it take for you to realize that you don't need to move boulders in again? or do you just?
Oh, we're gonna be doing it until they come get us.
I was
least
gonna say
I am.
once Syrian goes inside, we're just gonna start smoking pipe.
Oh, exactly. Yeah.
Okay. So
We give up and get
He's coming back. He's coming back.
let's see what
They
this
think
is.
our making no progress is because we're doing something stupid and impossible, but what
Mhm.
we're actually doing is smoking weed.
You guys are smoking
Tobacco, but
some of the best pipe weed in the South Farthing. You look down and you realize that, this would have been a nice suit of armor. Probably well crafted. If it hadn't burned up in a fire. So Syrian's sitting outside most of the day, just sort of waiting for the moon to rise and do its thing. No. What are you doing for the rest of the day? Jane, you still there?
Jane?
All right, we'll come back.
Jane,
Kadram.
Yeah.
Oh, there you are, Jane. What are you doing for the rest of the day?
Let's see. Nene will.
Spence is killing me.
Hi, my internet hates me. Nene is taking the boar and going ingredient gathering.
Oh, okay.
then go find you some truffles.
Give
And
me
eat them.
give me a give me an explorer scan, whichever one's better for you.
All right, and then that's a 12 on my feet die,
Oh,
and
nice.
then
You actually do find some truffles.
Nene is just like riding on the boar and just like, hey, what's going on, buddy? You're awfully invested in this tree root. She's like, oh, truffles. After just coming back with like a bag full of very poisonous looking mushrooms and truffles and pretty flowers that she found. She's like, guys, we're gonna be eating good tonight.
Not with half of that stuff. That you've got hemlock in there.
Oh, I think I might be mixing up the herbology lessons given to me by my dad, who was really interested in making poisons, and my dad, who was really interested in scavenging. Oh well, I found these, and she's gonna hold up the truffles.
Ah, well, those are worth something.
It does have a lot of good looking truffles. Kadram,
Yes.
what are you doing for the rest of the day?
Trying to get better, to be honest with you.
Okay.
I would like to go to the hospital, nearest one.
Is there one nearby?
Not necessarily a
Middle
thing.
Earth.
I thought we were kind
Or
of
like
in the
a
middle of
monk or something to
Like,
heal me, all
you
right?
mean-
Not D&D.
which is like 7 days away.
Yeah, kind of a week's travel now at this point.
I cast Cure Wounds. I don't have Cure Wounds.
You you are wounded. You sit there most of the day watching Syrian build his map.
Pretty much.
Night falls. Nene's made a nice nice stew. And
Is this a nice stew or like an Eowyn nice stew?
more of just a nice stew.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, definitely not an Eowyn. No, she's not that bad.
I'm
Yeah.
glad you got it. I'm glad you got the joke.
Yeah, I was like, Arwen never made a oh, Eowyn. Oh, the names are the same, right?
I present to you my pickled rabbit and truffle stew.
There's no rabbit in that stew.
Imagine it's like a
With
It's
cartoon
lizards.
where
It's
it's
lizards
like
because
a
apparently
squid tentacle and like a
Why do you
ball,
always have
and
to
it's
pickle
purple and
everything?
bubbling.
My God.
and like the smoke comes out shaped
It's
like a skull.
cultural.
I didn't know
Why do you have
elves
to
loved
pickle
pickles.
everything? Oh my!
Half of my dad. Hey. She's gonna like flick him on his nose. I wasn't raised by elves.
Oh, right. I didn't know pickles were a bandit thing either.
They're an Easternling thing. And she's gonna
Pickles are a
shove-
hobbit thing for sure.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, I mean, I was thinking more like, kimchi.
Mm.
Like
Fermented.
that kind.
Yeah,
Yeah, fermented.
there you go.
So it's quote unquote rabbit stew with fermented vegetables.
Heavy
Does
on
the
those
rabbit
quotes.
have fucking toe pads? That's a lizard.
Yeah, heavy on that
Yeah,
rabbit part.
lizard is good for you.
I've never. Oh, so it is lizard. You admit it?
In theory, if
In
the
theory.
lizards are good for you when you eat them. My father.
Ah, so you brought up lizards with no prompting at all.
Hey, no, you said that you thought that there was lizards in my stew, and I was just telling you that my father said that lizards are good for you. Eating
I basically
them
am just gonna
means-
hold out the whole ass fucking lizard that is in my stew.
means that you absorb their traits. So by eating
I don't want to
lizards,
be a lizard.
you absorb their stealthiness and sleekness.
I feel like this is a very informative conversation we're having.
I don't know enough about lizards to disprove that. Grim.
I can tell
And
you that.
Listen, you and your little stumpy legs can learn something about
Whoa!
Whoa, where'd that
Whoa.
come from, you fucking racist?
Whoa!
Wow.
There are two of us that are short here. Also, I've divorced someone for less than what you just did.
Not married.
Oh my god.
Wait, that's considered a rude thing? I've been surrounded by so many humans who refer to dwarves as stumpy.
Well, humans are a bit rude themselves.
I mean, they always call me long ears whenever I walk into a tavern with one of my dads.
That's racism.
Nene just sits with the boar eating her stew, just like racism.
I like that you
Hmm.
co-opted my boar.
He's like a
This-
terrible Princess Mononoke.
This is my boar now. This is my boar now.
And by terrible, I mean smelly.
So, night falls as you're eating your stew, cuddling boars, and trying to recover. And the moon rises high, and you wait, and you can see like the moon's light just sort of going down the blade as it starts to rise high, and it starts hitting the spot where the engraving is, and that engraving starts to merge ever so slowly with the map on the ground, and you can already see where like the trail that you followed and where you're at, and there's another trail that starts to go off west, northwest actually, and it starts to merge with the map, and at a certain point at the apex of the moon's arc, it merges perfectly, and at that point you can actually see the direction and spot that you need to go. You also can see off and smell off in the distance the smoke from your forest fire is still burning. But yeah, you actually have a direction, and you kind of have a map, and Syrian makes a quick sketch and like on some parchment of where he thinks he needs to go, just so that you can follow your map with you. And where's that popped up? Yeah, you're there, and you have a map. You have the direction that you need to go. You think you know where the third blade is. And this sword itself looks pretty sharp and mirrored in the way that it is. Okay. Hang on, Jane. We're good here. And at that point, as you pick up the blade and like the moonlight map disappears, and your Sarian will say it's probably you taking a look at it as you're an admirer of blades. You kind of look up and the lights sort of flashing around and kind of lights up the area, and you realize that there's twinkles much closer than stars that you would expect, and you realize that they are arrow points. And from the entrance of the ruin, it's not ruined, you hear the light's footsteps, lighter than you've ever heard before. And a cloaked, like a green cloaked, almost velvet cloaked individual walks up with long flowing yellowish hair, and you can see the sort of tips of their ears pointed and a glistening eye that sort of glows in the dark, looks at you. We would like to have counsel with our fire setters.
Oh, it's an elf!
And that's where we'll leave it.
I think the orcs are dead, my good elf.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't do nothing.
And that's where we'll leave it till next awesome time. Yeah, that did not go how I planned, but you guys definitely turned what was probably just going to be a boring old fight into something that was quite interesting. So I appreciate that.
I mean, the dice.
Good job, Dice. I appreciate you.
Thank you very much.
So, as always, you can find us on the social medias at Vorpal Tales. Check out our Patreon at patreon.com/Vorpal Tales. We are Vorpal Tales, and we play awesome adventures and terrifying tales almost twice every day of the week now. See our calendar that pops up in our show reels and on our website at vorpaltales.com and on our Twitch channel. Also, check out the pull list on our website. Friend of the show at Funky Thunder does a weekly review in no particular order of this week's latest comic releases. And please be sure to check out our shop links on our website. Vorpal Tales has created several great supplements to enhance your games. There's more in the works for all the systems that we play to make your tabletop experience more Vorpally. We also have a merch. Guaranteed, our logo on a mug makes your coffee taste 1,000 times better. That's totally scientifically proven not. I have been at Space Lord PJs. Check out my doodle website at cartoon.ninja. Everyone, plug your pluggables. Let the viewers know where they can catch you in next and any other cool online things that you're doing.
Hello, my name is Jane, also known as the Confused Crow. My internet has been absolute garbage tonight. Apologies. My commissions are open. They're not absolute garbage. Please give me your money. I will give you art. It's appreciated. Other than that, in case if I cut out again, my vote goes to Cadrum for
Cadrum. God, get it right.
Cadrum for trying to be cool.
I was. I really was.
Was pretty cool.
I tried.
My vote goes to.
No voting yet. You're just
Not voting yet.
Hi. I'm Harry. I play.
Stop playing Forza, Harry.
My brain's not working. My COVID fucking jab booster just kicked in.
Oh, you got
Feeling like
jab?
dog shit right now. That's
Did it,
good.
though.
Anyways, I am doing a game this Saturday of fucking what's it's called, Wrath and Glory, where I'm gonna be putting some players through the fucking ringer. Tune in for that. Also, listen to the Saratoga by Night podcast. I work hard on that, and it's fun, and we enjoy doing it. And
I've done
for
war crimes.
Yeah, don't be proud of that.
Listen and find out.
Also, watch out for Blood on the Grand Strand Season 2, run by the World of Darkness community. I don't know what Huddy's official title is, but important. It's real good.
Harry, speak good.
Good word heart.
Good word heart.
Hey folks, I'm JT. You can find me online at Zensomancer. I've been searing tonight. I'm getting pinged in Discord. I would like to also say that Jane does good art. I have given Jane money in exchange for art, and it has gone smoothly and wonderfully. So you should do so as well. You can catch me in Harry's game on Saturday, getting put through the ringer. If I'm not mistaken, so Wrath and Glory is Warhammer 40k RPG, and I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure we're playing Imperial Guard types, which means we'll get largely destroyed at all turns, because that's what happens to guardsmen.
If it's
What
any
planet,
consolation, you won't be going up against Tyranids or anything. They're going to be on Persepolis. This is during the Sabbat Crusade.
I meant like their regiment. Are they Vostroyans?
They are going to be from a. They're going to be the first founding of a small and insignificant planet. The cool legions are going to be the ones that they get to look up to.
So we're even
They
like
get-
lower than.
Oh yeah, you're not even
the-
Cadians. Like
Yeah, we're even lower than like the groups and the regiments people have heard of,
yeah.
who are already like the lowest. Gotcha.
I mean, both those regiments have renown. You're just a fucking group of guys and girls stolen, and non-binary people stolen from, well, not stolen, drafted, but
Same thing in the Imperial
Yeah.
Band. That was a conversation before this game. Anyway, yeah, that's me. Next.
I believe I'm last.
Okay. I am Ben, Big Dad. You can find me Big Dad Industries. Applications are closing this Saturday for the All Set game. Apply if you want, or not. Live your life. I'm not a cop. Oh, and I'll be on Cult this Sunday, and I am trying to catch up on everything they've done so far in their campaign on Vorpal Tales, run by Tyler, and reading the whole book. I'm supposed to. I'm getting tossed right in the deep end.
Oh my.
That should be wild.
Hello, my name is Jared. I played Caterham today for you, the guy that was screaming on the ground on fire. Anyways, you can find me next game, believe it or not, on Sunday doing dinosaur things, and Monday doing Dune things. I know I wasn't there last Monday. Just life happened on that part, but I'll be there. I mean, Monday. But life happened, and yeah, I'll be there this Monday.
Cool. All right. Finally, it's that time again. Vote for your most heroic event tonight. Also, until the end of the show reel, viewers can vote for their event as well. So Harry, what was the most heroic thing that you saw tonight?
Heroic shit I saw is I think I would say the Hog Antics by Jane.
The Hog Antics by Jane. Nice. Ben, most heroic thing, most interesting thing.
I really liked the man lighting himself on fire, but I have to give it to our scholar for making it so we can progress in our adventure by taking the time to make the map and do the less glamorous but still very important work.
Very nice. Appreciated. JT, who do you vote for? What was the most heroic thing you saw tonight?
Hampson, you crit success on getting out of your bonds, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And training
that.
all the orcs to murder each other.
yeah, that.
Nice.
Oh, then we're all tied.
Nice. Jane voted for Jared. So, Jared, most heroic thing you saw tonight?
If you vote for Harry,
Maybe we all get a point. It's like the prisoner's dilemma.
Actually, Jane has two because of the audience.
damn it, audience.
Damn audience, why you gotta be preferring my girlfriend? who
I
is
am
the
probably
best?
gonna vote for Harry though, because he's pretty funny with that hog, you know.
That is true.
The
And
hog that has been stolen from me.
So,
Yeah.
because I am thankful for my Wednesday crew always making things interesting, all of you can have 3 skill points,
Yeah.
3 skill experience, and 4 adventuring experience, except for Jane, who can have 5 adventuring experience.
Favoritism, just kidding. All right.
One day we'll spend our experience.
We
how
might-
many adventure points did we get?
You all got 4, except for Jane, who got 5.
4. So I have 7 adventure points.
Yep.
Okay.
We might have to stop here and have a fellowship. We'll see.
You should have more than 7. If you got 3
Yeah, you
every
missed a week.
session, Okay.
Yeah.
Uh,
All right. Cool.
I've been here for every session. I probably just didn't record them.
You should have 12 then.
Yeah, unless you got a
bonus, then
got a
you'd have more
bonus,
than
you
that.
would be 1 or 2 up if you won a night's.
I did not get a
rewards.
bonus. That I know for sure.
Okay,
So
cool.
you should have 12.
Yeah.
So,
All right. Awesome being excellent to each other's players. Well, Snicker Snacks, you don't have to go home, but you can't keep playing this game tonight. Watch our Vorpal Tales crew next Wednesday night at 8 p.m. for more Middle-earth adventuring, burning down forest adventures. And check out all our other shows. Same Vorpal Time, same Vorpal Tales stream channel. Remember to wear your Mithril shirts. Like you remember to smash that like and subscribe. And for the love of the dice, game on. Bye.